If you guys are looking for fast, cheap, and reliable NBA 2K19 MT, make sure to visit the link in the description and use code MASSIVE for 5% off all orders. So welcome back to another My League rebuild here on NBA 2K19. In today's video, we're going to be doing a new look Celtics rebuild. That just sounds totally weird to say, as they're borderline top 3-4 team in the East. Before this year, they were thought to be a championship contender, and I don't know. They can't play together. Something went wrong. The whole thing blew up in their goddamn face, and they're basically going back to rebuild mode, which is kind of the bottom line of what's going on right now in Boston. It's kind of a shit show, and feel free, absolutely feel free, give it to me in the comment section. Lord knows I deserve it for all the shit I've talked about pretty much every other team and how bad they've fucked up their off seasons. Give it to me. Celtics are losing Kyrie Irving, losing Al Horford, most likely losing Marcus Morris Sr., which I don't even want back because there's no point of having him back at this point. He's a player that should be a sixth man, seventh man on a championship contending team, and he's just not, well, he would be that on the Celtics, but they're obviously not that anymore. So I don't know what went wrong, man. I honestly don't. I guess Kyrie just doesn't fit well in Boston, and something went wrong along the way, and it turned out for the worst. But I'm not going to tell you, I tweeted this out. Go follow me on Twitter, by the way. Link's always in the description. I'm not going to say I'm happy that Kyrie and Al Horford are leaving, but I'm excited for the challenge is basically the way I can say it. I tweeted this out, and no, before I make this statement, in no way, shape, or form do I believe it is ever going to happen or that it will become true, but the statement I'm going to make is you never actually know how good a player can be until you see him lead a team. My one example I tweeted out was James Harden. He never would have been what he is today unless he left Oklahoma City, and everybody knows that to be true. Maybe the same could happen with Jason Tatum. Will it? 99% chance it does it, but it's a thought. I'm not saying he's going to be a James Harden MVP kind of caliber player, but he could lead a team. He could lead a team. We're going to see how it's going to go. And it's also, let's not act like the Celtics aren't going to make the playoffs here. They still have a better future than, I don't know, I would say a lot of teams in the NBA with Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Terry Rozier, Robert Williams, 3 first-round draft picks this year. Just hear me out. Just listen to me a little bit. Basically hopping into this rebuild, that was my little spur on the Celtics right there. I'm not going to be re-signing Kyrie. Al Horford always accepts his player option here in the game. I just took his player option off. He's just an unrestricted free agent. Not going to be re-signing him. Jason Tatum, going to be the future of this team. He's going to be here for the whole video. Him and Jaylen Brown, I do not plan on trading either of them. Gordon Hayward, I do have a trade for, which I actually think could happen in real life, potentially. Maybe depending on how everything works. Smart, I also like to keep here the whole video. Depending if I get a good enough trade offer, I could move him. I don't know. I honestly, like, I'm hurt right now. It sucks to say. I feel like I'm the goddamn Knicks right now, to say the least, just like fucking up everything, but it happens. Robert Williams, I would like to keep here as a bench piece. Terry Rozier, I will probably re-sign and then maybe potentially look to move, but I'm going to try to keep this offseason semi-realistic, and before you guys see my Hayward trade, just know it is a rumor. It very well could happen. Just hear me out on that one as well. So let's just hop right into this, I guess. This offseason, I'm going to try to keep semi-realistic. The rest of it, no. I'm also not going to trade back for Al Horford. Not that you could really trade for Kyrie Irving, but I'm not going to trade back for him as well. So let's head right up into staff signing. We will sign you. Lord knows I need a good staff at this point. You're fired. You can stay, and you're fired. Randy Martin. Assistant coach will go Peterson. The Celtics do have 3 first-round draft picks. I do not believe 2K is going to give me all of them. I'll obviously turn on trade override, set that. I think it also gives us the Timberwolves pick, which, yeah, we just don't have. So I'm going to figure out our whole trade or pick situation with trades. It's pretty much going to be the only thing that's accurate. I'll see you guys at rookie signings. So we have the picks that the Celtics actually do have in real life. They have 14, 20, and 22. I'm going to try to contemplate maybe moving up in the draft a little bit. I think that's definitely something they could do in real life to potentially, I mean, I know there have been the rumors they're going to try to maybe trade for the Pelicans' 4th overall pick. I personally don't think that's going to happen. But a team like Atlanta with 2 first-round picks, they have 6 and 7 here, which would be, if I get this, I'm going to move it to 8. But like pick 7 here, and they actually agreed to that. So I'm actually going to swap that down to 8. It technically should be pick 8. So there's like, I hate that this game won't update and like give them the real picks. I'm not taking my time out of my day to go ahead. Seriously? You won't move down a single spot? Oh my god, that's like the dumbest thing I've ever seen. But what? Seriously? I'm just going to move Eton Moore now for, I mean, I know I said I'm going to try to make this a realistic offseason, but I'm not like taking Eton Moore's $8 million. So we now do have the 8th overall pick. Also, the draft class I mainly use, I'm actually up to the, whatever the hell it's called at this point. I'm up to the draft, so I can't really show you. But the number 1 draft class down on PS4, whoever makes it, he made Zion an 86 overall. Made RJ Barrett an 83. I think John Morant's like an 82. What the fuck? Like, why? Why? You had a perfect draft class, and you had to go and fuck it up. So, if anybody knows any good draft classes, please give me the PSN for it. I looked up Infamous New York or Infamous 2K, whatever the hell it is. I couldn't find it. So, if there's anything there, please let me know. But before that, let's hop into this draft, see what ends up happening. Hopefully, we can get somebody that could kind of help out this team. So, Zion did go number 1. Then was Barrett. I don't know. John Morant went 4 to the Suns. Kobe White, Darius Garland, Nasir Little. Okay, so we're on the clock here. Rui Hachimura is here. Romeo Langford's here. Carson Edwards could be interesting out of Purdue, right? Yes, Purdue. Goga's here. Dante Porter. Sekou Doumbia. That actually could be a guy the Celtics low-key target. Cam Reddish is also here, but I feel like I really kind of don't need a small forward really that much. Actually, I could. You know what? I'm going to go Cam Reddish. I want Cam Reddish. I think he could be a great piece off the bench for this team. The Duke connection, him, Jason Tatum. So welcome to the team. He's going to be a 75 overall. So Kyrie declines. Baines does accept. I'm actually going to let Ojale walk. I'm not just going to trade guys first-round picks. I know I traded each one more, but that's like the dumbest thing ever that they wouldn't move up a spot in the draft. It just makes no sense. Honestly, I could roll with Baines and Robert Williams next year, so I'm actually going to announce the rights on Tice. Actually, hopefully, if my trade works out, I'm not going to have to do that. So hear me out. This is actually, I've said hear me out like 14 times. I'm going to stop saying that. This is actually could potentially be a trade that they're talking about, and it's for Clint Capella. Gordon Hayward for Clint Capella. Rockets require 12 mil. So the Celtics would have to take on, I guess, like an Eric Gordon. They're going to want Robert Williams and Gershon Yabusele, which honestly probably would kind of be the price for it. And I would kind of understand that totally. I'm going to go ahead and pull the trigger on this. Robert Williams is, a good piece, but I'm not going to hesitate when it comes to Clint Capella for that. So Clint Capella, going to be our center for this whole video. I would be a fan of it. I think it'd be a good fit. He's young. This team's obviously going youth movement at this point, so I would not be complaining. So let's see. We have no point guards at this point. Whole lot of shooting guards here. I think I'm going to be re-signing Terry Rozier at this point. I'm going to renounce the rights on Kyrie. Kyrie looks like he's going to go to the Pacers. Al Horford does not have any offers. My personal opinion is Al Horford's going to go to the Clippers, play with Kawhi Leonard. I think it would be a great fit. Terry Rozier wants to come back on like a 9.5 or almost 10 mil a year. I would honestly take that. I wouldn't be mad about it. Terry Rozier is going to come back. We are going to renounce the rights on pretty much everybody else. It is sad to say it, but it is going to happen. Terry Rozier, welcome back to Boston. Actually going to give him his qualifying offer, which is fine. I know there's also like the somewhat D'Angelo Russell rumors to the Celtics. I really don't think that's going to happen. We also don't have a power forward at this point, which is just great. Love that. So I guess maybe like, honestly, there used to be some Derek Favors to the Celtics rumors. So Derek Favors wanted to come here for like probably only honestly a year. Play some power forward, I wouldn't be complaining. I also might look to move Eric Gordon at this point. I don't really see him fitting on this team, honestly. And theoretically, he would be on this team in real life. But I said I'm going to try to keep this offseason somewhat realistic, like with my signings. I'm not going out and signing Kawhi Leonard or signing Kevin Durant. Like, I'm just going to make the trades that fit me. And I think Larry Nance Jr. would honestly be a good piece. I do not have a backup center, correct? Oh, no, I do. I have Aaron Baines. Larry Nance Jr. is actually going to slide down to the backup power forward position, though. He definitely could play there. So, I feel like at this point, I'm honestly probably going to go 10-man rotation in the first year just because I don't think this team is good enough to go with a 9-man rotation. And if I could sign a Patrick Beverley, that defense, man, would just be absolutely perfect. So, this is what the Celtics team is going to look like first year. I am going to start Terry Rozier over Patrick Beverley. But other than that, it's going to be Rozier and Beverley, Smart and Brown, Tatum, Reddish, Favors, Nance, and Capella and Baines. Definitely not what I thought the Celtics offseason would be looking like. And I'll see you guys at the start of the first year of the rotation. Actually, you know what? Someone wanted to see training camps. I'll show you training camps. I always do them. People who comment, why don't you do training camps? I do. I don't show them. Oh, Celtics got Kyle Guy. They're actually projected to take him at like pick 14 in real life, which I would be so pissed about. I hope they get Bol so bad. I'm huge on Bol. I think he's going to be a really good player. If you want to know my draft classes, these were them. Basically, also, if you want to know what draft class I used in my Isaiah Austin rebuild, it was this one, 2014 with Isaiah Austin, if you want to use that, if you saw that video come out yesterday. These are my draft classes by Jack Move 916. He fucked up 2019 so bad. The rest of them are still good, so I'm going to use them for now. I'll stick with you guys through training camps, and I'll basically show you those. So let's head up here. I do have 3 untapped potentials, so I'm going to send Jaylen Brown, who's up to an A potential. I think Tatum's already at an A, but I got him up to an A+, and that's pretty much exactly what I need. And then we'll do Terry Rozier because he's going to be our starting point guard. So we're all set. I'll see you guys with the rotation at the start of year number 1. So this is what the rotation is going to look like for year number 1. Terry Rozier and Jaylen Brown as our backcourt. Jason Tatum at the small forward position. Derek Favors and Clint Capella rounding out our front court. Off the bench, we got Marcus Smart, Larry Nance Jr., Patrick Beverly, and Cam Reddish. And then Aaron Baines. I'm sorry, it's a 10-man rotation. I'm used to a 9. Imagine a defensive bench of Marcus Smart and Patrick Beverly. Holy shit. This team's obviously probably still going to be in the playoffs. I think probably around a 4 or 5 seed. Hopefully it's a pretty good year, and I'll see you guys at the end of season number 1. So how this team goes 66-16, I have no idea. Beyond me. I'm not complaining, though, by any means. Nikola Jokic, MVP, Morant, Rookie of the Year, Schroeder, Kawhi, Reggie Jackson, Brad Stevens wins Coach of the Year. Okay. Oh, good Lord. I don't understand. Did the Pelicans get the 1 seed? Did I see that? That's good. That's pretty cool. Tatum was the scoring. It was Capella, Jaylen Brown, Derek Favors, Terry Rozier, Cam Reddish. Cam Reddish played like 12 minutes a night, but 11 points. Okay, I'll take it. I mean, I guess there's not a lot of scoring off the bench, but still. Rebounds was Capella. Assists was Terry Rozier. So first round here in the playoffs, taking on the Chicago Bulls. I honestly do not know how this team won 66 games. It makes no sense to me. Now we're losing to the Bulls. 3-1 in the first round at the moment. And are we going to lose in round number 1? Good Lord. Oh, good Lord. That's more like it in this 2K. Just win 66 games. Lose to the Bulls in the first round, who haven't been good in years. I don't understand it. It's going to be the Bucks and the Pacers here in the East Finals. It's going to be the Clippers and the Lakers. Wow, battle of LA over there. I'm not really sure who the Clippers signed. Maybe clearly somebody. I actually want to know. Who did they sign? Clippers signed Kemba. That definitely helps. And they re-signed DeAndre Jordan, looks like. Nothing like 6 points and 21 rebounds, baby. That's just screaming DeAndre Jordan. Finals going to be Clippers and Bucks here. I'm going to guess Giannis is going to take over and win Finals MVP. And, yeah, he does in 7 games. So, interesting playoff run, to say the least, for us. If you can even call it a playoff run. CFO Malone, I'm just going to hire. Hopefully you're still in an A, and yes, he is. We're just going to go ahead and sign him. Let's head up to the draft now at this point. I think this is where it's going to get a little bit unrealistic because I can't do realistic rebuilds. I'm just not good at them. I'm not going to lie. Larry Nance Jr. and Derek Favors, what do you want to fetch me? Here. Kevin Love. There's always been a low-key Kevin Love to the Celtics rumor. Not saying it's ever going to happen or that I want it to happen. I'm just saying that it's been a thing. Also, Donkey. This is Draymond Green. I call him Donkey. So whoever the asshole is who commented that you're going to unsub if I call Draymond Donkey again, I call him Donkey, and I'm going to continue to do that. Go ahead, unsub. I'm sure I got 22,000 other people that aren't going to do that. Okay, let's head back into this. I think realistically, I do want to keep Beverly as my backup point guard. Just $9 million a year. I paid him $9 million. God damn it, Massa. What are you doing? I think maybe moving Favors. Yeah, I think Favors for a first-round pick along with 29 and then 30 in the second round wouldn't be an awful idea. If I could maybe move up, like, pick 8 with the Grizzlies. They agreed to that. Maybe I could have gotten a little higher, honestly. Could have, should have, would have. But, yeah, it's a really good draft class here. It looks like it's really, really deep. So I'll stick with you guys because why not? Let's see who does fall to me at pick number 8 here. Why does the S on the Celtics logo right there look super weird? Super, super weird. Did LaMelo Ball fall? Oh, my God. LaMelo Ball fell. So did RJ Hampton, though. The people want to see me get LaMelo. But I'm going to go with RJ Hampton. He's just a better overall player. That's my personal opinion. Again, I'm sure I'm going to get screamed at in the comment section. But RJ Hampton's going to be our point guard probably for the rest of the video. Tatum, obviously, going to come back on that option. Jaylen Brown, I'm going to pretty much match any deal. I love the youth movement here, man. I really, really am loving it. Terry Rozier is now an unrestricted free agent. Honestly, I'm going to let him go. Pat Beverly's going to come off the bench to play some defense. Jaylen Brown wants a bag and a half full of money. He's going to be back on this team. A whole lot of money for him, but yeah, it's going to happen. So there's actually somebody I have in mind that I wouldn't mind trading for. Let me just potentially give it a look at this point. Let me do some magic here and see what I got. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. I obviously need to sign like a back. I'm going to go 9-man rotation next year. I need to sign a backup power forward. Ivan Rabb's the highest backup power forward. I'm actually going to sign John Henson first. Shit, the money here is just not going to work at all, is it? All right, I'm going to trade John Henson is basically what I'm trying to say. And if this guy's here, I don't know how much money. Yeah, he's getting paid the big bucks. I wanted Pascal Siakam. Not Cam Reddish. I thought that would have been a pretty cool trade. Yeah, we're 7 mil off. It's just not going to happen. So how much? I don't even see how much he's making. Henson's making 8 mil. So let me look at big men making like. Actually, I'm just going to do strictly power forwards, making no more than 8 mil. I don't think it's going to be a very long list of guys that could potentially be a starting lineup, be in the starting lineup for a championship caliber team like a John Henson. A Lowry Markkinen would be interesting for John Henson. They want art. Yeah, not a fucking god's chance in hell. Okay, our picks no longer have any value. That's awesome. You can honestly take as many as it takes. God damn it. Kuzma? I don't think the money's going to work out here. Yeah, there's no way. Jaren Jackson Jr. I would actually be kind of interested in for John Henson. And take as many first-round picks as you would like, please. Jaren Jackson Jr. would be a great piece. That would be a hell of a front court with him and Clint Capella. God damn it. And now we're getting into the assholes here who are just never going to play on my teams. John Collins could be interesting. They want Clint Capella. That's just not going to happen. How about for John Henson? He actually only has 2.5 star trade value. All right. I could potentially get this to go through. I honestly think I could. I'm giving up basically every single pick I have, and there we go. John Collins, welcome to the team. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're all set. I'll see you guys. Actually, nope. You guys want to see training camps. We'll do training camps with you here. Oh, boy. I need some water. It's hard work what I'm doing here. It really is. No, it's not. Not at all, actually. But let's head up to training camps right now. I just hate how long this takes. Like, I could be sitting here just doing literally anything but speaking to myself. Technically. Come on. Let's head up. Come on. And then I have to sit through this whole download a draft class thing, and you also want to know I just downloaded the same draft class. I'll re-download the 2021 draft class as soon as it starts. Come on. I think I'm going to send RJ Hampton, not Jason Tatum. I think RJ Hampton, Jaylen Brown, and John Collins to training camps. I think that's what I'm going to do. That's who I'm going to send if you're interested. I'll see you guys at the start of year number 2. So year number 2, this one's rotation is going to look like RJ Hampton and Jaylen Brown. Not our new backcourt, I guess. 50% our new backcourt. Jason Tatum at the small forward position. John Collins, Clint Capella rounding out the starting 5 off the bench. Marcus Smart, Larry Nance Jr., Cam Reddish, and Patrick Beverley. Really good defensive bench. I'm feeling pretty good about this team, and I'll see you guys at the end of year number 2. So into year number 2, we go 67-15, 1 game better than last year. I'll take it, though. Harden MVP. RJ Hampton actually wins Rookie of the Year. Man, put up numbers. Rubio, 6-man. Anthony Davis, Michael Porter Jr., and Brad Stevens does get Coach of the Year. So standings on the year, we did have the best record in the NBA again. I'll take Hampton actually led us in scoring as a rookie. Then it was Tatum, Capella, Brown, Collins, Reddish. I'm pretty happy with the way this team's looking right now. Did we lead the league in scoring by any chance? We were second, and then best defense. I mean, with that bench, we should be the best defense. So here in round number 1, it's going to be us and Cleveland. I would be pretty happy if we could win the first round this year. That would definitely be a start. And we're up 3-0, and we're going to end up sweeping the Cavs here in round number 1. And in round number 2, we are going to be taking on the Indiana Pacers, Victor Oladipo. I know it's Oladipo. I say Oladipo for all the people who dumbass calling him Victor. I know. We end up sweeping them, though, and it's going to be us in the 7th-seeded Toronto Raptors. It's going to be Houston and the Lakers over there in the West. We're quickly down 2-0 to Toronto. Making a little bit of a fight back, though. And are we going to win in 7? Yes, we do. NBA Finals here, us in Houston. I would like to win. Fuck you to Kyrie. Little fuck you to Al Horford. I'm not mad at Al Horford, though. I kind of understand it just a little bit. We're 3-2 right now. I'm going to hope we're going to a Game 7. It's in Boston here. If we're up, I'm obviously going to hop in because there's no guarantees we get to 1 next year. It looks like it's going to be close, though. Coming down to the wire a little bit. It's a 5-point game. I'll see you guys in there. So 5-point game with this much time left. Knowing me is definitely just like way too much. I thought I was on defense. That's just a classic massive move right there. And oh, Capella, good steal, though. It doesn't even matter. Pushed up to Jaylen Brown. He wants to run the floor, go up, and he's going to get that to go. Motherfucker, I will take it. That's going to be a 7-point lead right there. I am trying to put the starters in. I do want RJ. Actually, you know what? No. I want to leave Marcus Smart in. I want that defense. I'm actually more than okay with this lineup right now. I want Marcus Smart in there for defensive purposes on Chris Paul. Chris Paul's a lot better in this game than he is in real life. Good rebound. Jaylen Brown, who now has 15 points on the night. Marcus Smart, what a play. Pushed up. John Collins right up for the slam and 1, baby. I didn't even realize this was Clint Capella against his old team. I wonder if Hayward's going to come out. That would be very, very interesting. Collins to the line for 1 free throw, and he is going to miss it. It is now a 9-point game with just over 2 minutes left to go. Gordon Hayward is in the game, baby. He's going to take a mid-range jumper, and he's going to make it. Okay, Gordon Hayward looking like a little bit of a revenge series here on the Celtics for trading him. I honestly hope they trade him this offseason. I wouldn't be mad. It's just honestly crazy how much different, like, what happened to the Celtics in the past 2 years is if Gordon Hayward didn't get injured 5 minutes and 15 seconds into the first game of his playing career with the Celtics. It's just so unfortunate, man. Fuck injuries, because, like, it would be such a different team because Gordon Hayward wouldn't, A, suck, B, Kyrie would be happy. Oh, God, it's just ridiculous. Honestly, I think Brad Stevens did force the issue a little bit too much with Gordon Hayward. Like, I think he tried to give him the ball too much, play him a little bit too much, and I think that's kind of where the majority of all problems started. I mean, that's just my personal guess. I don't know anything for a fact, but I think Gordon Hayward and Brad Stevens obviously have that little bit of a connection from college, and I don't know, man. It's such a terrible situation to be in, but we could be sitting here. We could be, I don't know. Trying to think of a team, like we could be the Timberwolves. We could be the Timberwolves who just have, they have Karl Anthony Towns. They also have Andrew Wiggins. Like, they don't have a bright future. That's basically what I'm trying to say. The Celtics at least have one definite all-star. Okay, Jesus, James Harden. One definite future all-star in Jason Tatum. One most likely all-star in Jaylen Brown. If they trade for Capella, I'd be happy. They have 3 draft picks this year. Like, things could happen. It could be a lot goddamn worse. And I really cannot be complaining. Now I kind of know what it feels like to not be like I've never always known what it feels like to be like elite in the NBA, but I've always known what it feels like to kind of have a future because I feel like Danny Ainge has just always been a promising GM. And like, even in like the days right after we traded Pierce, like I was like 13 at this time. I'm only 19 right now. Some of you didn't even know that. Even in the days of like right after we traded Paul Pierce, oh, that's Robert Williams, our old friend too. He's going to miss the 3. Right after trading those 2 guys, Pierce, Garnett, and then I guess Allen did walk in free agency. But right after that, I wasn't like, I mean, I was 13, but like I wasn't pissed. I wasn't like, God damn it. Like, just thinking about it now, like, I wouldn't have been pissed. I would have understood it. Right into Capella. Capella going to go up, and he's going to... Okay. This is still a 7-point game. I think it probably is over, though, to say the least. Gordon Hayward looking like he never snapped his ankle in half. RJ Hampton has 20 points on the night. All right. Let's talk about this. What the fuck? Right into Capella. All right. That works for me. It's a 7-point game, 33 seconds. I'll see you guys at the Finals MVP. So, RJ Hampton led us in scoring, so I'm going to assume, yeah, he did win Finals MVP. 25 points, 8 assists. Good for him, man. Good for him. Let's head into this third and final year. I'm feeling confident we got a championship. I'm definitely happy. Somebody actually told me, which was great advice, I did not know you could hire a real GM. Like, I never actually tried to go up that much on the meter. So, whoever suggested, told me you could hire a real GM as an assistant GM, huge shout out to you, man. Very, very good advice. We have picks 19 and 30 here in the second round. Just going to move them to Milwaukee for 2 future seconds. Not that they'll probably ever be used in a trade. I think we're lacking a lot of first-round picks. Thank God our team is pretty much complete, and we did already win a championship. And at this point, Reddish is going to come back. Definitely want him back. Qualifying, definitely. Oh, my God. Got to make sure I get both those guys back here, especially Tatum. He's definitely the number 1 priority here. Who else is the free agent? I saw a third player there, I think. Oh, no, only 2. Collins and Tatum. Okay, I don't know why I thought I saw a third player. We're going to get them both. Oh, my God, Beverly's a free agent. Patrick Beverly's a free agent. Please tell me he didn't go sign somewhere else. I need that defense. Pat Beverly, oh, my God, thank God he's still here. Whew. Needed that defense. Really, really need that. Why is this game taking so slow right now? Collins is going to... You cocksucker, what the hell? Collins is going to get his qualifying. Pat Beverly goes to the Pelicans? Really, bro? All right, I'll take some Derek White. It's not like Derek White can't play defense. Works for me. Why is this taking 8 years right now? Derek White, welcome to Boston. Oh, I guess I can't sign Derek White. All right, well, who can I sign then? Pat Beverly's back, and now I'm going to pay the man a lot of money. And Patrick Beverly is going to come back to Boston. That works for me. Perfect. So let me just double check right now. I believe we have 9 players. Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'll see you guys at the start of the third and final year. So third and final year, this is what the rotation is going to be looking like. RJ Hampton, Jaylen Brown, still our backcourt. It's going to be the same starting 5 as year number 2. Jason Tatum, John Collins, and then to Clint Capella. Off the bench, we got Marcus Smart, Larry Nance Jr., Cam Reddish, and Patrick Beverly. I'm feeling really good about this team. Hopefully can repeat. See you guys at the end of the third and final year. So we end up going 72-10 in the third and final year. Russ MVP, Evan Mobley, Daniel Gafford, Anthony Davis, Sekou Doumbia, and Brad Stevens does get Coach of the Year. So I'm feeling pretty good about this team. 47 wins, got the 1 seed in the West. Interesting. Hampton and Tatum balled out. Capella putting up numbers, 18.5 points, 13.5 rebounds. I will take Jaylen Brown, John Collins with a double-double as well. Reddish off the bench. I'm really loving the way this team came out. I mean, I'm sure it's going to look nothing like the Celtics will in 2022, but hey, I'll honestly take it. Us in Miami here in the first round, we have a pretty commanding 3-0 lead on them at the moment, and we quickly end up sweeping them. Round number 2, please give me Cleveland. Nope, it's going to be us in Toronto, who I'm pretty sure did re-sign Kawhi Leonard to like a 4-year deal. So I'm just waiting until somebody makes an updated roster with free agency and everything. That's like the one goddamn thing I'm waiting for, because Lord knows I'm going to need it. It's going to be us and the Pistons here in the East Finals, New Orleans and Golden State. Obviously, the Anthony Davis trade didn't go through. I'm not wasting my time user overriding all these moves and making Anthony Davis a Laker. But us and Anthony Davis are going to be in the NBA Finals, and we're going to end up sweeping them. RJ Hampton, I'm pretty happy I drafted this man. Does win Finals MVP. So, yeah, I kind of gave my whole spiel on the whole Celtics situation. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Give me it in the comment section. Again, Lord knows I fucking deserve it after blabbing my mouth about how good the Celtics are going to be for the next 5 to 10 years. Just hand it to me. Just hand it to me. I'll bite at the bullet, honestly. But yeah, it's a pretty unfortunate situation, but I think it's honestly it could be a lot worse than a lot of other teams. So I'm honestly not mad. I'm mad at Kyrie mostly, but I think the media also fucked him up a little bit. So it is what it is, man. You live, you learn, you move forward. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys do have any other video ideas, feel free to leave them down below in the comment section. Yes, I do see all your ideas. I read every single comment, and I'm going to get to a lot of them. Obviously, I wanted to do this. I'm a huge Celtics fan, if you didn't know, and just felt like this was a necessary rebuild. So feel free to leave them again. I will absolutely get to the majority of them, especially the ones that get a ton of likes. If you guys also didn't go see the Isaiah Austin rebuild, if you don't know who he is, what kind of happened to him, make sure to go check that out. It's a really cool story. I kind of explained a little more in yesterday's video. So once again, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys are new, make sure to subscribe. If you guys did enjoy, feel free to leave a like down below. If you guys are new, make sure to go follow me on Twitter as well. Thank you guys so much for all the support, and I'll catch you guys all in the next one.